And hey, Brill, or not, Bry 1410. Yeah, you kind of have to ask, like, what enhancer saves in this game are a little bit strange. The melee stuff was put in there to make them a lot more interesting than just, hey, I'm taking up a slot and giving you spell power, which is already covered by, you know, the enhancer rings and something like Arc Magi. So there's all these different enhancer staves. So to make them more interesting as items, the melee effect was added, but the melee, unfortunately, as it's designed, Meatpath with the resub 2 months in a row. Thanks, Meatpath. Appreciate it, man. Cannot stop me with Paramecium alone. Such a mean monster name. He's not ugly, he's just different. Whoa, what was that all about? Oh, it's jeez, that was crazy. I guess like all those fire vortices got hit by exploding crystal from what has to be a Deep Troll Earth Mage. There he is. Almost dead. But yeah, the melee for the enhancer staves is not... the way it's sort of set up right now is like it's really costly to get it going to do good damage. And then if you're not using Earth, it doesn't... it's resisted by a bunch of monsters. Not sure how much more interesting it would actually be if they were a lot more effective. Yeah, air is actually a good one. That's a good point, because monsters don't resist Elec too much. But I feel that a lot of people don't really go for them. Part of that is the characters that tend to use them. Many players these days don't like to mix up melee with those. The actual costs of using them are not that high, really. It's just that a lot of players feel like they want to just use spells and they don't actually want to do melee. It's probably fair to say that, I guess. They focus more on getting access to more, MP, so they can just cast more spells. Which is exactly how you see me playing this character here. But I like playing characters like that from time to time. Okay. So I just took a huge amount of damage there. Well, I took some damage from the fireball and I did a sublim. So I have to be really careful. I'm gonna fall back. Cumulatively, I took a bunch of damage. I lost like 50% of my HP. Elemental damage doesn't check AC at all, yeah. It's just the resist. And there's not really too many. I mean, something like the Staff of Cold, I guess, has got plenty of monsters that are C. I mean, if you do run into a monster that has RF, how big of a deal is it? Because those are not necessarily, all that common, and you probably have a spell to deal with them, so... To be perfectly fair, it's not like they're bad. I feel like they're just relatively unused these days. Staff of Earth comes up a bit more because of the fact that it's so universal, but the other ones aren't actually bad. They're just... They have some drawbacks. Hey, what's up, worms? Yep, this is Trunk. This is Trunk with your, oh, there's Boris again. I say as I sort of absent-mindedly firestorm him. I killed him together with Sojibo on like Vaults 3 or something like that. Have the dev tournament team. That's true. Like he was on the dev tournament team. I forgot about that. Even though he's not a dev. He just makes ideas that, as Elliptic says, are probably bad. And then Elliptic turns around and steals it, and then everyone's like, oh, Elliptic, what a great idea. He's like, yes, I know. I am a genius. Then he says, Gamafunk, go implement my genius idea. And I say, yes, Elliptic, I'll do it right away, sir. You're so smart. And that's exactly how it happens. You're my hero, by the way. And he's like, you disgust me, but just go. Implement what I said. Will do, sir, Mr. Elliptic, sir. It's too much cred, too much power. Gonna get real serious in the next tournament, Meatpath. It's good to hear. I have not really truly done a serious tournament. Like I've done a streak of like, I don't know, it was like 6 games across 2 tournaments, but I've never tried to like go big for a tournament because it's just such a huge time sink, and like I'm usually involved pretty heavily in like coding the release and actually making the release, which is a whole thing that you have to do, and running the tournament, that I'm not super enthused about. Like, oh hey, why don't I also devote 5 hours a day to playing Crawl? So I usually want to play some, but I don't want to. I think I had one tournament, I think 013. The tournament I participated. I was actually on a team with Bart and Fourth Hour and Blokes, and I wasn't a dev yet, I think. But then after that, it was like I sort of just like corralled a casual dev team. Lost to the Hearthstone devs. Oh yeah, that's what it is, Worms. Make me pull out the splat ratio. You know what, I will. I will do it. I will pull out the splat ratio. Wow, my splat ratio is so low it can't even be listed. Look at all these splatters. I mean, Iggy just started playing Crawl, and he already has a 1-in-1. Curse Metal is finally getting below 50%. I see, that's good. Lightly he plays too recklessly to have a low splat ratio. No, I don't. Actually, Mikey is not. I should say it's Nick. He doesn't really show up too much in here, but he graced our presence today. Graced us with his presence, I should say. I think I can do this way. Let's see if this works. There we go. But yeah, it doesn't even show up, unfortunately. Yeah, it's truncated, so you'd have to run the command. You can just you can just run the command yourself to actually see it. Normally, there's not quite so many people in chat, but we've got like 50 people in chat right now, so I guess there's a lot more. Yeah, 73%. I'm not sure what the Hyper Mikey is definitely better than mine. I had a couple of recent incidents that made mine shoot up. It was below 10%. I sort of got tired of playing this one character on a streak, and then I did this Felid that I sort of messed up a little bit. Well, the mess up part was I got Glaciate, and I didn't. It's a bad spell, and I didn't. I sort of realized a little bit too late what's like the best way to actually use that spell. Bolt of Fire is probably better. Last spot was in 2013. Washed up. Yeah, you go on a break and it can. I saw a crate playing too, and he died to a Centaur warrior, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm bad at crawl now." But to be fair, the game does change, and like if you don't have it all swapped in. Oh, it's just drop just DCSS Nick TI, your username, and drop the part with the caret symbol. That was me setting his nick like indirectly. So yeah, it's just DCSS Nick space and then your WebTiles username. There you go. Oh, how did that not hit anything? You need an enemy to prove something to. Yeah, this is definitely a game, once you get the fundamentals down, it's about a lot of really trivial fights over and over, and then sometimes the monsters kind of situationally combine, either with like a few different effects working in tandem, or just, it's basically like a test of your patience. It's still perhaps too long of a game. Even if it were shorter, this would, I think, always be a thing, but it's a pretty strong aspect where like it can be kind of a struggle just to, what is this? Seriously, what is this fault? It's got unnaturally hard rock wall. We need to might need to remove this. I assume this is the Zot fault. Oh no, it's not, because that's the Zot. No, that's Abyss. It's weird. Yeah, there's plenty of resource management. Yeah, my first win was, that was a pretty powerful Sublime right there. My first win was a 15 runer, which was like over, yeah, I think it was over 30 hours. It was like 2 days. Yep. So about 31 hours, I guess. It was 15 runes, but... Yeah, Stormcallers can pump out a little bit of damage. The Shifters are the ones that usually end up getting me in trouble, though. That encircling ability is just kind of crazy sometimes. Well, there is Depths. Do you have any good source of our life? Oh, that's right, I've got the ring. I keep forgetting I have that. Firestorm down to 8%. Do I want it? Oh, I never used the scroll. So the question is, do I want to go for staff? What are the un-ID'd staves that I have? Staff of Energy is my only stave left, so there's a good shot that I'll get that. Versus whatever odds that I get CBOE. One might be admin only. Oh no, it's poll results, not polls. Yeah, people wanted jewelry, but those people I think are going to be disappointed. Since I don't actually need... I should really wait and do Vaults 5, because I'm going to probably find both of those things in Vaults 5. I'm sitting on an acquirement scroll, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, we should ask some. Oh, I got some more magic potions again, that's good. Well, maybe we can do V5 before wrapping up this stream. Went pretty slow this time, but a lot of discussion going on. Do I want to put on the Fire Dragon scales now? Do I want to put on scales? I'm mostly thinking for like convenience and extended. It's pretty much the right amount of defense that I'd want and a pretty useful resist. I definitely would want to have it on by Zot, I think. It'll be nice to have the RF. Well, I mean, it's mostly just orbs of fire. If you take some fire damage, it's actually not even all that important, but part of the issue is that I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, IDA is even better, it is true. And it's the same result in terms of spell casting. It's significantly better AC. Well, I guess it's not that significant, but it's better. And yeah, Staff of Fire would be a pretty good call. It's more thinking about when I want to put them on. Do I want to put it on for Vaults 5 or not? I don't know why I'm deliberating over it so much. Because I can do it just fine in the robe. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I don't actually have. Alright, so we'll stay in the robe for now. I don't really like dropping down MR. I mean, you know, with Firestorm it's less of a consideration, but... Okay, so we'll do that. I'm actually going to go park the scroll for now, though. Yeah, it's more for what happens when something gets through your Firestorm or whatever, you know. Those are the sort of things I'm thinking about. This character just doesn't have a lot of leeway. I am a little bit better for consumables and stuff. I even have a couple of summon scrolls, and I've got some built up a little bit more heal, so we should be fine. What is going to be my V5 plan? Don't have a lot of haste left. Probably a blink scroll. Agility pot. Eat some food. Yeah, we'll go ahead and burn a haste. Why not? I do have control blink, but I'm actually going to save the MP for that. I mean, either way, I have a couple of magic pots if I have to use them. But, well, the scroll is still useful actually. Probably not the worst idea to actually save it. Just, it's a little bit of MP cost. But the Firestorm might just recover it all, to be honest, if you Firestorm efficiently. Alright, first thing we do is map. Probably go ahead and go to the south. It's funny you mentioned that. I don't know if you saw that Formicid Earth Elementalist, Mikey, the one that I did that got your Vault and Depths, but I did Stair Dance Vault 5 with that character, and it was, I mean, it wasn't a comedy of errors. It went about how I thought it would, but it was a little nasty. I did it because I just, you know, Formicid, and it was Ellie. I didn't really have any amazing like tricks to like juke, and it worked out all right. It was fine, really. I just happened to not really have too much trouble with wardens or anything like that. All right, well, maybe we will go ahead and see blink. Oh, there's that MP recovery. Yep, I guess that was the good call then. Didn't need to worry about losing MP. Let these guys come on in. Get some Evo. Doesn't do me much good right now, but eventually I'm going to need more of it. Miscast. Yeah, well, they definitely heard the noise, but they sort of started, there's, you know, what'll happen is a few will filter out. It sort of depends. There's, the way the spawns work is that there's a, like, an 8 spawn, or it might be a 9 spawn, less bad, at every cardinal direction at the extreme end, and there's one in each corner, and then of course there's whatever's in the vault, and they will filter out the sides, but they have to come through one of the ends. And you're making all the noise over here, so monsters behind you will hear that noise though, and they will flank you eventually. Content would be dramatizing. Yeah, well, noise does propagate downwards, so they will hear it from behind. It will propagate from the noise source, and it will continue traveling, attenuating each square, and like it'll reach a monster coming here. Actually, don't know what I want to do with this. Do I want to continue firestorming or go into the... I kind of want to do his rest, but... Oh, nice. Yaktar pack. Here we go. Now we've got basically a foothold established on the level here. And we try to go clear out these vaults as carefully as we can. All the gold dragons. Crystal spear. That didn't do anything. I don't want to go face first into that crystal spear, do I? Oh, that's what we were. That makes sense. Not to stairs, no, from the sides. Stairs is where all the stuff is converging or wandering around. You're just going to get spotted over there. Oh yeah, I had to figure out what you meant by CB. You meant control blink. But yeah, I C blinked past the... Okay, bolt the fire, please. I C blinked past this little thing because I didn't want anything to spot me, basically. This vault is a pain for me to go clearing out, so I'm actually going to... Actually, well, this one is as well. They both are sort of a hassle in their own way. Oh, there's still definitely monsters in this quadrant. No, but I mean, I killed all the assault, yeah, but the thing is, the center area has just tons of monsters wandering around because they all feed out from these vaults. So I definitely didn't kill all the stuff that's wandering over the stairs. If you want to rest up, it's just generally safer to do it back here because you only have two directions that you have to defend from and basically one vault that you have monsters coming from, which is this one. So if you can make your way back to the back area, it's really good. Not that you can't successfully get to stairs and rest, you can do that, but overall I think it's better to go back here. Yeah, this checkerboard is a little bit scarier. Firestorm actually works pretty well on it though. You don't have to be too scared of it, but I'm looking for maybe like the easiest one.